Yo, what's going on, guys? Cinder Skater here. Now, I know you saw the title, and I'm simply sharing info with you guys in this video. I swear to God, if you dislike my video because you don't like supply drops or you're mad about this something, I'm gonna hunt you down and I'm gonna stomp on your little toe or something. If you're upset, that's what the comment section's for. Leave your frustration or whatever you want down there. Hey, I'll even put up a poll for you to go vote. If there's another reason why you don't like the video, go ahead and dislike it. Maybe you don't like the editing, but I swear to God, if you dislike it because you're mad that they added supply drops in MWR, just don't do it. You just don't. Alright, so there's no surprise now. They've added supply drops into Modern Warfare Remastered with the recent update. Now, I don't have any gameplay because this update's huge and I'm going to be downloading this for like the next 2 days. But I've done some research, patch notes and things like that. I have images for you guys. And supply drops are here and they're probably going to stay. There's this new thing called the Depot in Modern Warfare Remastered. It's like the quartermaster or the black market. This is where you go to see your items and to purchase your supply drops. Now, how do you purchase supply drops? Well, there's this new currency called Depot credits that are introduced in the game. These are like your crypto keys or keys in Infinite Warfare. They're just for supply drops, but there's also parts which are like salvage in Infinite Warfare, which you use to craft items. We'll talk about those later. But both these currencies are earnable through playing the game, just like things are earnable in Infinite Warfare. There also has been the introduction of COD points into Modern Warfare Remastered so you can buy your supply drops. Common supply drops are going to be 10 and 30 Depot credits respectively. You can also spend 200 COD points to buy rare supply drops. What's in these supply drops? Right now, it's all cosmetic stuff. We'll go over the main stuff in a minute, but there's no weapons, no weapon variants or anything like that. It's all cosmetics. They said they don't plan to add actual weapons into the game. They said that in Black Ops 3, but I think they're smarter than to do that for Call of Duty 4 Remastered. That's all I'm going to say for this video, but this is the new supply drop system. It's pretty basic like other games. That's how it works. It's in Modern Warfare Remastered. It's probably here to stay. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts on it, tune back later in the week when I'm going to upload probably some rant type video regarding Call of Duty. But let's get into some of these new items that you can get from the supply drops. All these new items can be crafted with your parts, but not all of them are achievable through supply drops, which is interesting. But some of these items, there's new camos. These camos, like they fit the Modern Warfare universe, I should say. They're like faction designs, like simple designs of knives, like American flag slapped down your gun, simple things like that. There's also new character customization. This keeps the silhouette and the main design of the character, so they're not changing the in-game characters or something like that. It just adds a bit more customization to make your character feel a little bit more personal, I guess. There's things like skin, or I guess models of the actual human. You can change the skin tone, the face, things like that. There's been an introduction of females into the game as well, so you can get a female soldier skin or whatever you want to call it. So that's cool. There's also calling cards, there's emblems, there's new reticles, customization, things like that. There are also weapon kits, which these are not weapon variants or anything like that. Listen to what they are. These weapon kits simply change the look of the weapon. So you can say it's like a weapon variant, but it's not. It doesn't change the stats or anything like that. It just changes the look of the weapon. For example, you got the AK-47, you got the standard AK-47 in Modern Warfare Remastered. There's a weapon kit. Maybe it'll look like a beat-up AK-47 and just change the base model, or maybe it'll look like a homeless guy's AK-47. I have no clue what that would look like, but it's not like a camo. It just changes the look of the model. Like I know there's one where like the metal casing is missing on part of the AK-47, so you can kind of see inside the gun just a little bit. Just things like that. And you can craft all these weapon kits. I believe you can get some of them in supply drops, but they just change the look of the weapon. That's it. The thing that has changed things a little bit is there are melee weapons that are introduced into Modern Warfare Remastered that you can get from the supply drops as well. This is one of the last things that we'll be talking about. But the melee weapons are, they're pretty much cosmetics. They don't change the way knives work or things like that, but they did introduce a new mechanic into Modern Warfare Remastered where now you can take your knife out and run around with it. The way you do this is all you do is hold the knife button in the game and it'll whip it out. You still have your primary or secondary, just you can hold your melee button and whip out your knife and run around with it. That's the only gameplay type change. We'll talk more about that in another video, but you can change pretty much your stock knife or change the skin on your knife to some of these new melee weapon skin weapon. I don't know what you want to call them. These new melee weapons, I guess. They all have their individual animations. It's actually this new feature where you knife someone. There's like blood on the end of the weapon. You can like, you know, flick the blood at the wall by pressing melee near a wall, which is kind of cool. Makes it feel a little realistic. I kind of like that. I believe only 2 of the melee weapons drop from supply drops. The rest can only be crafted by using parts. But again, no real gameplay change. You're not getting advantage or anything like that. They did change a mechanic in the game where you can take your knife out now. But again, all these things are like Modern Warfare-esque things. You're not getting like a blow-up balloon type thing. There's like ice picks. You know, like a broken glass bottle, things that you would find in like the Modern Warfare campaign, for example. But yeah, I guess there's your info for you. I will say most of the stuff doesn't bother me. Remember, this is a remastered game. It's all cosmetic right now. If you want to hear more of my thoughts, check back later in the week, because I'm going to have a fun time speaking my mind about the subject of Call of Duty. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Sinister Skater. Be sure to subscribe to future gaming, Call of Duty content if you guys aren't already. Like the video if you liked it. Dislike it if you dislike the video. If you dropped a dislike and the reason is because you're mad, you better unclick it and click a like, or just leave no rating, because again, you don't want to see what's gonna happen. But hopefully you guys enjoyed as always, guys. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say, so I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.